Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Justin Shrimp. So it's been a few weeks since our last update, and yeah, things are moving forward. Shrimp are doing great. Just fed them some spinach about an hour ago, and they're just demolishing this organic spinach out of bowl for 10 minutes, and yeah, they're doing really well. Having a big old fight right now. Those adults, the little guys, are sitting around going, "What are you doing? Chill out." Yeah, our babies are populations really starting to show itself. We got dozens of new babies that they used to see there, and they're just kind of all over the tank, everywhere, and yeah, they're growing up nicely. A bunch of them in the moss as well. We got some brand new babies. I think there's one there. But yeah, we got a new batch of babies that have been born in the last week. First noticed them yesterday for the first time. Counted 4 of them so far. But they're so hard to see, we'll have to wait a few weeks. But yeah, these juveniles are getting big now. But yeah, we were on vacation for 8 days since our last update, and we had these cool little genie cameras, they're called. They got night vision and day vision as well, and they rotate 360 degrees and they go up and down, and they're pretty slick. You just add an app to your phone and you can log in 24/7. So I had my little meter here, pH meter and TDS, and I could monitor that 24/7. I did have a weird thing that happened is my pH went up to 6.5. I'm like, oh no, my shrimp are gonna die. And the last 4 days when I was on vacation, and what ended up happening is the probes here. So that the blue one is a pH probe. There's a little glass ball in the end, and biofilm and algae built up on it. Because this tank, just the way it's set up, it's a natural biofilm and algae maker, which is great for baby shrimp. So whatever's going on in this, it's just everything's working in this tank. Like, I have to scrape glass. You can see that I scraped the glass just to make this video because it's constantly producing its own green walls, which is great. That's what you want. Just the perfect balance for your Caridina shrimp. And so yeah, I had the probes over in this corner over here, and there's not a whole lot of water movement over on this side. And so I got home, and this happened before. I'll get like a small creep. It'll go up like 0.3 or something. Like, what's going on? And the first thing I do is I grab some hydrogen peroxide, and I'll dip my probes in there for 10 minutes, and it cleans off. It just kills all that algae and biofilm on there, and then I'll put them back in the tanks, and it's back to normal. So we got good readings again. But yeah, that's what it was kind of concerning when that happened when you're on vacation. But yeah, this lots and lots of babies are showing themselves now. Some really spectacular looking ones. And so while on vacation, we also had a camera shooting this tank as well. And I decided to just tear this tank down. I'm slowly in the process. I'm looking for babies and stuff that are in this tank right now. So I'm just taking my time to tear it down. But yeah, I don't know. There's something always been weird about this 14-gallon cube. I'm not really sure exactly what it is. But yeah, it's just the shrimp are always lethargic in here, and they didn't really eat that whole lot. Like when you put food in there, they weren't all like super excited, like there in this tank. Like they'll attack food, and it's just something strange off. So I mean, I'm guessing I've been pretty new to Caridinas, but after doing a bunch of research, I'm thinking that we had low oxygen in the bottom of the tank, because if you remember those past videos, we had a ton of flame moss. It was just giant, and the flame moss was growing like crazy. But I just don't know if like a lot of the oxygen was getting down on the bottom of the tank. So that's the theory. Not 100% sure. It's just, and also the shape of the tank. But it's the same concept. We got 2 stacks, and then we had a sponge filter in the middle. It's the same concept as what we got going on in this tank, but this distance here is a lot less, and to get oxygen going down to the bottom of the tank, it doesn't take as much work out of the filters. So yeah, I just was never really sure. Also, an issue is see how that it's turned to mush, the soil on the bottom. That could maybe be off-gassing something bad, or in the tank. So I'm not really sure if that's an issue, because this does have a undergravel filter, and it stops about right here. And then we put the mat, and then we added some rock and then soil on top. So most of it is undergravel filter, but then this little section in the front here, it just kind of turned to mush on the bottom. So it's like decomposing, breaking down. So that's the theory too, so maybe it's that. But yeah, so I've just decided I'm going to take down this tank and just stick with what works. And we just created a new tank on March 1st, started a new tank, and so we're like 3 weeks in of cycling. We're getting some green walls going on, so that's good. Also some diatoms. Create some circles of diatoms on the front of the glass as well. But yeah, so the new tank coming soon. And because we're kind of getting overpopulated, we got over 70 shrimp in this tank now, so we got to start moving them. Because once that bio load gets up a little bit higher, then might have oxygen issues and whatever. So, but right now it's thriving. I mean, they're mating, they're creating new babies. As you saw, there's new babies being born all the time, and another little new baby right up here, brand new one. So yeah, all's going good. We got sunset boas, Kelvin Wong sunset boas in here, and pay win red Galaxy Fishbone, and they've just been breeding together for the most part. Created some amazing shrimp there, like those two females there, that really dark black one and pink, another one there. And yeah, I'm some of these are for sale, so if anybody's interested, let me know. Let's holler. If you're brand new to Caradinas, we can get you started with the same setup that's, I've proven that works really well, and most of the stuff you can get at your local PetSmart, Petco. You can get the undergravel filters for $25. You can get any sponge filter that you want. This one's not from Amazon. It's like Quan V, whatever. I just like the cool green color. That's kind of why I got it. But you could get any sponge filter that you want. The rock here is Carib Sea. You can buy that stuff, and all that does is that's on top of the mat, and then you put the soil on top of that, just so the soil doesn't get sucked down into the underneath the mat. So it just helps filter, and then you're also getting your bacteria, your good bacteria building up in the rock as well, just to keep the tank more stable. And then the soil, you'll have to buy that online. That's this particular soil here is called Shrimp Soil Pro. You buy it on Amazon, or another name for it is G-Lee or Gay-Lee. And a guy named Doe Shrimp out of Texas, if you look up D-O Shrimp, he sells the stuff. But it's the same stuff, Shrimp Soil Pro and G-Lee. Just two different companies that, renamed it, same manufacturer though. So yeah, it's good stuff. Pretty simple. I'm willing, if you want to buy some shrimp, some of these beautiful shrimp, little baby there. Let's see if we can get him. A tiny little new baby, cute. But yeah, I could totally hook you up. We could have conversations. I'm the type of guy that, my phone number is totally available. Can have chats. I can tell you, my experience, what works, what hasn't worked, different things. That's the type of person I am. Because it's a hobby that, we need to learn from each other. To make sure we protect and keep our little babies alive. These are our little pets, and they're amazing pets. And they're just super fun to have. But yeah, thanks for checking out the video, guys. And yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.